All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, Rukakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well. And peace and safety to the Akim that's around the four corners of the world that's pushing out this truth, giving all diligence and putting their lives on the line to do so. This is the brother Karas out here off the GMS Atlanta camp. And I'm just here with the lesson going in on how the Christians, always say, come as you are. When the scriptures don't say that, they tell us to, mortify the deeds or to put away, the old man, which I'm going to get, but the scriptures, the Christians, these so-called Christians, because we really are the true Christians, because we, all it means is a follower of Yahweh Shah, of Mashiach, a follower of the Messiah, but these so-called Christians, they don't, follow, what the scriptures say, and they all do it, for these pastors and these false preachers, they all do it for that vainglory, because they always say, come as you are, ain't no, homosexual or a lesbian, supposed to come, into the congregation, man. Even men who are being defiled, with wickedness, idolatry, or whatever it may be, whatever sin, that it may be, you're supposed to put those things away when you come to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. These Christians don't say that. They invite anyone or anybody into their congregation, man. Even as far as, these heathen nations, man. They invite them into their congregation, these Edomites, these Moabites. When the scriptures tell us that everyone Salaki join hand in hand shall be thrust through. But without further ado, I'm going to just get a couple of scriptures, and Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying. I'm going to start off in Colossians, the 3rd chapter, and I'll start at verse 4. It says, mortify therefore your members which are upon earth, which that word mortify means to put away. And it says, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil, concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry, which is the word concupiscence means desire. Your worldly desires, so to speak, man. You're supposed to put all those things away, when you come into the congregation of the Lord, man. As this letter that Paul wrote to the church of Colossians, man. You're supposed to put these things away, and not come as you are, man. As these Christians tell you, man. It says, verse 6, for which things sake the wrath of the Most High cometh on the children of disobedience. So that's clear that the Lord's wrath is going to come to you if you have these certain characteristics within you, man. You're supposed to put these certain things away, when you're coming to serve the Lord, man. It says uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil, concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry, man. It says, in the which, verse 7, it says, in the which ye also walked some time when ye lived in them. So you once, before you came into the truth, you may have had these certain characteristics, which you didn't know. It says, verse 8, it says, but now ye also put off all these. Why? Because you know what you're not supposed to be doing now, man. The certain, things such as keeping, the Sabbath day and keeping it holy. Like tonight is the Sabbath. You're not supposed to be out partying and doing all sorts of madness, man. You're supposed to be resting up. Even though some men may have to go to their jobs, but you keep it to the best of your ability, man. You know, don't just be out, just willfully sinning. You know, but it says, read verse 8, Colossians 3:8. It says, "But now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth." So you're supposed to put all these things, out of your body, man. You're supposed to do away with it, man. Why? Because you're becoming a newer person. When you come into the truth, man, that's an actual baptism. Not just dipping your head in some dirty tap water, man. You're supposed to actually, put certain things out of your spirit. It says, "Lie not one to another, saying that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him." So we're supposed to put off that old man, and put on the new man who's molded after Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what we make. That's what the Christians, these people who claim to believe, that they know everything. They don't let our people know. They always just want, that money. That's why they invite any and everybody into their congregation, because that's all they want is that money, man, and to cause you to go off. Because in Matthew, matter of fact, I'll just get that real quick. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse Salakia. Salakia, just bear with me. All right, I found it. Matthew chapter 24, verse 11. It says, "And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." So so the false prophets, are rising in these last days, man, causing our people to go off and deceiving, using the scriptures, trying to use the scriptures to their advantage, but we're, defenders of the gospel, man. That's why if a certain person may run across this video, they'll be edified, man. Because I called, that's why we call our precepts and we break them down, man, through the Spirit of the Lord, of course. But it's also to edify a sincere person who's actually looking for answers, man. Because you're not supposed to come into the house of the Lord, and as the same wicked person who you were when you were in the world, man. This is James 1:21. It says, "Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness an engrafted word, which is able to save your souls." So you're supposed to lay apart all filthiness out of your body, man. You're supposed to put it away. It says, verse 22, "But be ye doers of the word, not only hearers, deceiving your own selves." So you actually have to do, what the scriptures tell us to, man, as far as, not getting lineups, not shaving your beard, not getting all types of tattoos, even as far as going to the chip, man, not taking the chip, not what else? All the things that the scriptures tell us, man. Prophesy to the wicked and to our people. Go out to the highways and byways. We're supposed to do all these things, man, because we're putting out the filthiness that sent us, man. Not eating pork, because that's a big demon that's on Jake. Is eating the pork, and shrimp, crab, and lobster, and all that wickedness, man. You're supposed to be doers of the word, man, because that shows you the faith that you have in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Just as Yahweh Shah did, man. Just as the disciples did, man. So like it. Yeah, a couple more scriptures, and I'm gonna close out. So I can just bear with me while I look for this scripture. There you go. This is Titus chapter 1, and I'll start at verse 10, which I always get this scripture because this is a classic cut, to the people, who try to use the scriptures, to deceive the people. So this is Titus 1 and 10. It says, "For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision," meaning that they know, that they're Israelite, man. And it says, "Whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake." So these guys' mouths are going to be stopped. These Christians' mouths, because they speak, not as the scriptures say, man. You're not supposed to be teaching the word but you really don't even teach the word, man. You really can't even give a Christian too much credit. I'm gonna jump down to chapter 2 at verse I'll jump down to verse 13, Titus 1 and 13. It says, "This witness is true, wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in faith." And that's what we do here at GMS, starting with the apostles and elders on down, man. We rebuke these people who come, with scriptures halfway, because it's in Revelation it tells you, that you shouldn't be lukewarm, roughly paraphrasing, man. You have to be sound. You have to teach the scriptures, in its entirety, man. It says, "Not giving heed to Jews' fables and commandments of men that turn from truth. Unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled." And verse 16, it says, "They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate." And that's what these Christians are, man. They claim, to know God and to have conversations, and God told me this and God told me that. Well, why aren't you telling what the Lord is speaking in the scriptures, man? You're being liars, man, and the Lord is going to get you for it, man. He's going to come down with a sharp wrath in the chariots, man. We wholeheartedly believe that, man. Because you Christians are causing, it's probably the number one cause of our people going off, man. Because you have billions of followers, man. This is verse 2, Slakia chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine," or whole doctrine, man. You're supposed to speak the whole doctrine, man. It says that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith and charity and patience. So that's what we're supposed to do, man. So if you have someone coming to your congregation, still smoking weed or got got dreads, or still have a worldly, type of a spirit on them, you're supposed to rebuke them, man. You know, as it says here, it says rebuke them sharply, man. You know, and that's what that's another reason why, you know, we know that the apostles and the elders of GMS is the true man of the Lord, because every time, you know, they see something, you know, that's off in the spirit, man, they rebuke instantly, man. They don't let it linger on and, you know, just go on about, man. You know, that's how we're supposed to be. You know, so I'm gonna close off with this verse in 2 Timothy, chapter 3, and verse. I started at the top. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High." You know, and all these things, you know, are are what you have. These are characteristics that these people have out here, man. You know, teaching the word, you know, incorrectly, man. You know, the Lord is gonna judge you for that, man. You know, because you're blaspheming the spirit of the Lord, man. You know, the Lord hates that, man. You know, so you know, I hope this, you know, this lesson was edifying. You know, just remember, you know, when you come to serve the Lord, man, you're supposed to, you know, be putting off that old man. You know, even though it may take time, you know, you still have to carve and knock it off, man. You know, because at the end of the day, none of us is perfect. You know, but we're supposed to be striving, you know, for greatness, man. You know, but with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well. Till the next time, Shalom.